For the sublimation kit, we're going to start with the makeup pouch. For this one, we need to bring the press to 365 degrees and then set the timer for 60 seconds. Once you have that set up, you can leave it to the side. That way you can go ahead and be ready to be pressed on your item. Now we'll go ahead and grab our makeup bag or pouch that we're going to use. Pick out the design you'd like to use as well. You can use either of the two prints that come in your pack. You can, of course, do smaller prints if you'd like. These two are just sized up a little bit. That way they'll fit on the pouch nicely. Once you've decided the one you're going to want to use, go ahead and start cutting it out with your scissors from your toolkit. You don't have to get right around the edge of the image, just get close to it. Keep in mind that white background will not transfer through, just the ink on the paper. Now that I have my design selected, I'll go ahead and grab that and start framing it up on my pouch and kind of setting it where I want that to be. Once you've decided how it sits, you can go ahead and set that down, and then you'll want to grab your sublimation tape. For this, it's really up to you where you want to put the tape. Some people like to do a cross straight through the object. I like to cut the tape and use it across the edges of the print. Really, just any way that you'd like to secure it in place is up to you. So go ahead and start cutting off your pieces of tape and secure that print onto your pouch. Some people will not even use the tape at this point. I personally like to use it just that way it won't move in case your press decides to move while you're using it. This will really help just make sure that that image doesn't get blurry and doesn't move. So go ahead and carefully just finish laying your tape down. You can also put your tape roll on a roller. Sometimes that'll make it a little easier to use. Otherwise, just keep those scissors handy. Once you have all your tape on and your paper is secured to the pouch, you can go ahead and grab your Teflon sheet and put the Teflon over the print. You can then grab your press, which should be warm by now, hold it against the pouch, and go ahead and click the start button to time yourself. Remember, at the beginning of this video, we did go ahead and preheat that press to the proper temperature and timing as well. While you're holding the press in place, do give it a little bit of pressure. That way you're sure that it's getting pressed down right where you want it to be. You want to keep basically the press right up against the Teflon. That way there's no space in between the image and the Teflon and the press. Now, depending on what type of a press you're using, if it does have a timer on it like this one, it will go ahead and give you a little beep when it's done. Otherwise, just keep your eye on the timer and try not to overcook it. Once it's done, go ahead and grab your press and set it right back down on the cradle. And then you can go ahead and remove your Teflon sheet. The pouch usually doesn't get super hot, so you can unpeel those right away. Be careful not to poke through the pouch if you're going to use your weeding tool to grab the tape off. Otherwise, just start to lift and you should see your beautifully created image. And there you go. Just 60 seconds and we have a makeup pouch ready to go.